It's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas. Live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. I am Alex Escobar here with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Give us a call at 210-308-8867. The number is 210-308-8867. I know last weekend there were some issues with our phone lines, but I want to say I'm confident to say that our phone line should be up. So again, the number is 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. It's a beautiful day here at Milberger's. Dr. Calvin Finch, you just finished hosting your rodeo tomato class today.
Yeah, that was, we had 50, just over 50 folks that showed up for the class, and we had a good discussion, and everybody that attended, we were able to give them a potted up tomato, and they and a bunch were able to get some more potted up tomatoes from the Pole Big was real popular, and Milberger's has a bunch of those too, so they were able to get some more.
And yeah,
that's the rodeo tomato, and it's from Poland, and it's a medium size, nice round one, nice red fruit,
mm-hmm.
but based on its selection as a rodeo tomato, it should perform very, very well here in San Antonio.
Absolutely. There's still a lot available here at Milberger's, right?
They are, for sure. Not only them, but a lot of the old, the old rodeo tomatoes too.
Mm-hmm.
We had some questions about what happened. Why aren't the rodeo tomatoes available at the rodeo anymore? And part of the issue was that during the what was the disease that we had to put up with?
COVID.
Yeah, COVID really. We did disconnected from the rodeo on the tomatoes, and so we haven't reconnected yet. But that was a wonderful relationship, because we always sold the rodeo tomato was at the rodeo, and then the income from sold a lot of rodeo tomatoes, went to support youth gardening,
mm-hmm.
and it was great. But hopefully we'll get back into that situation. And the thing about the rodeo is early in the year, and it's still cold weather, so it's too cold to plant tomatoes, mm-hmm. just like now. And so you pot them up and put them in the sun, out of the wind, and then you're able to, when it gets warmer, about April 1st, you're able to put them in the garden or put them on your container. So that works real slick. And we have 2 real short tomato seasons,
mm-hmm.
here in San Antonio. And the first one, we plant the tomatoes and try to get them to develop and produce fruit before the hot weather gets here. Then the next one after that, in August, we plant them, and so then they have to beat the cold weather.
So it's always so sad for some people, and I tell them, Well, we're going to grow them to about 4th of July, and then we're going to pull them up and dispose of them. And they're going, what? No. I said they're chock full of spider mites. They got disease, probably viruses. Get them out of there.
Well, I'm sure you're very popular when you say that, because I talked about the sentimental. That people asked about that. Well, what if they're still producing? What if I just love the fruit, and then I brought that up. That what if you're sentimental about it? But in the year in year out, if you look at the research, that it's most consistent, most productive if you do like Mark said, and you put in a new set of tomatoes to deal with the next season, because you're likely to have spider mites and other problems, whereas if you pull them and replant, you're less likely to have problems with them. So it's wonderful if you have an affection for your tomatoes, but in the long term, it's probably best for you and your garden if you change them out.
Yeah.
So it was a good class. We had a great attendance and a lot of enthusiasm, and we managed to have enough potted up rodeo tomatoes that everybody that wanted one got one.
Good. But just want to point out, staff has already done a lot of the work for you, and they have them out here right by the tables of the regular tomatoes in the 4-inch pots. They have them in number 1 gallon. So, well,
we didn't. Our volunteer team potted up all the ones we gave away.
Yeah.
So,
but I said, if you want one and you don't really want to pot one up, which you really should do at this time, we have them for sale.
And we did have a good response from the attendees. Peter said that after the class, there was quite a few that visited the tomato tables. Lots of tomatoes out there. Did you note what varieties? Of course.
Yeah, I was zipping through. We have some pole big. We still have lots of pole big.
Yeah.
And we have Celebrity, Tycoon. I don't know if we have any Amelia yet, but
I suspect we do. And Ruby.
And we have the Ruby Crush. Yeah. And those are our main ones. So,
yeah, they were all of those were popular.
And what you and I have reminded folks for the last couple of weeks is, come on early. Don't dilly-dally. If you have a favorite selection, make sure you get over here and get it, because they will go soon.
Well, and that's the whole deal is when we have short season like we do on tomatoes, is that it doesn't make any business sense to have a huge supply, because you have to get them in the ground. Well, get them potted up at least, and then get them in the ground about April 1st. If you're going to get production that'll beat the heat this spring.
Yeah.
And,
I wasn't worried about Millburgers getting rid of them. I was worried about people coming in and buying all your favorite selections. So get ahead of the other buyers. Come on by and get some.
He's so mean, isn't he?
I know. I was just grumpy today. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It might be the cold weather coming in. We have some low 40s coming in tonight, and I think tomorrow night as well.
Yes.
So.
It will get back to real weather, real winter weather.
Yes.
We should have one more blast. This may be it. One more, and then we're done.
It should be.
Yeah.
It's what everybody, all the weather people have predicted.
Although I do remember 5 years ago that it was quite warm. Quite cold.
It was.
It was very cold.
So for those that did get a potted up rodeo tomato today, what precautions should they do when they get home? Bring them inside, and what else should they do?
I would. if it's close to 40 degrees, then it won't kill the tomatoes, but it hardens them off a bit and slows down the growth rate. And that's what you want to avoid at this time. You want those tomatoes to be growing at full speed. That's why we pick a rodeo tomato. I mean, they're capable of growing quickly to full size and then concentrating on setting fruit. So that's where you want them. And you accomplish that by keeping them in temperatures that are above 40 degrees. And David is, who's part of the team to select the rodeo tomato. David's even more conservative than I am. He says 45 degrees. You should protect them or move them into a warmer situation. And for years I've just kind of accepted that, and I think it was in a couple of years ago, or maybe even a couple of years ago, when I had all those potted up tomatoes for the classes, and we had a 1 week long cold spell. Not only below 40, it was freezing.
It's for a long period.
Yeah. I surrendered much of my home space for the tomatoes. My dogs didn't like it one bit. I said, well, it's one thing to make space for us, your favorite West Highland Terriers, but not all those darn potted up tomatoes. So anyway, that was a good class. And we do have another class on the next Saturday on the 28th, and this one will be at the Education Resource Center. And it's full.
But at a different time. This one will be 10.
It's 10 o'clock. And, well, do you know, Mark, that I don't know where the data came from, but a lot of the folks said that they saw the timing. Some of them that said the class started at 9 and some at 9:30.
No.
So we had quite a variation. But we did. Everybody was in a good spirits and learned a lot and asked good questions. So it turned out real fine. And we'll see all of you scheduled for the class on next Saturday at the Education Resource Center. We'll see you at 10 o'clock. 6802 Dorothy Louise Drive.
Right off Babcock.
Oh, there's some good ones. Already blooming, those guys, huh?
Yeah, so there was a couple of plants on there, a couple of selections that were already blooming. I had to look them up. One was called Patio. Another one was Toma, I believe, not Roma. I had to look twice.
Yeah, now Patio is not my favorite. They're very attractive, but they're
well. This one looks very attractive. Yeah. It's growing nice and well spaced branches, and the flowers on it very pretty.
So, but one of the things about Roma, if you've had trouble with nematodes, I think Roma is one of the plants, one of the varieties you can plant that'll has some resistance to nematodes, and also Tycoon and Celebrity.
Right. I always think Tycoon is that, and then was it Red Snapper or Valley Cat?
Valley Cat.
Yeah,
Valley Cat's one of my favorites, and that also is nematode resistant. So if you've had problems with nematodes, you pull those plants and throw those roots in the garbage, and then you go ahead and plant one of the resistant selections because the nematodes will take out the other varieties.
So I mentioned about plant removal around July 4th, and that's what that is. You take out the whole plant. You don't put it in the compost heap, but you take out the whole plant just in case you may have nematodes, but also because you're probably inundated with spider mites, and it's just probably easier to just
This
get rid of
has
it.
been a tough couple of years on spider mites. So I know a lot of the gardeners that attended the class mentioned that
their eyes roll up, and they said hope. And
I mentioned the one of the things that I had good luck with. It's not an absolute control, but it slows down the growth of spider mites if you spray seaweed extract on the leaves, and make sure you get under the leaves and start early. We'll do it once a week, and you're also getting the advantage of that seaweed extract is a good nitrogen fertilizer too. So, and one thing about tomatoes, especially the modern selections, they are bred to take advantage, to use a lot of nutrients, and so if you want to maximize production, they need a lot of fertilizer, and using that seaweed extract to reduce the reproduction of the spider mites also provides some good nitrogen for the plants. So give it a try and see if you don't have the same kind of luck I've had with it. So Alex, what else is new and exciting? So did you? So does our phone work now?
Yeah,
We're hoping
say,
so.
We were in a bit of a tizzy this morning.
We were, yes. Everything.
I think he just wanted me to have to walk back and forth from the.
I want to make sure you got
classroom.
your steps in for today.
All my steps.
It was hilarious. I was walking back and forth, and initially you were trying to call me, and I'm right behind you, like 10 paces, and I'm like, what? and then we walked back up to the car, and then we walked over again because Alex came running up.
Yes.
Saying that the phones were fixed.
Phones are fixed. We're live here at Millburgers, and we have a large crowd today out here, and I mean, it's just so much going on today.
That's a lot of excitement today.
Yeah. Well, the parking lot was full, and all of a sudden I remembered, Kevin was doing the program here today.
Yes.
And so some of those folks have moved off, but there's still plenty of parking available.
Well, they even opened up the another cash register. That was good.
Absolutely. But yes, our phone line
What is the deal on these? I like those new signs out there.
On the chalkboard sign?
The chalkboard, the lunch sign, chalkboard sign, whatever.
Yeah, they're very nice. But yes, our phone lines should be up and running. It's 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. We're going to take a quick break. Hopefully we can get some calls in. We'll be right back with Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Again, this is Alex Escobar with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. I want to talk about some of the sales that we have going on here at Millburgers this week. First and foremost, Texas Bluebonnets. They are on sale.
I saw those.
And a 4-inch pot. They're regularly $1.99. They're on sale. You can get 5 for $9.50.
One of the gardeners reported that she had some of her wildflower bluebonnets that took it on the chin for the freeze. I suspect that most of them did all right, and those that were slightly injured would recover. But also, if they get any water, one good rain, and they should sprout. But in the meantime, if you really like bluebonnets, one of the neat places to grow them is in a row in the flower garden.
or in a bed or a pot. It's truly, it's very attractive that way.
Yeah, and plus the pollinators like them too. The other thing, the thing that is one of the wildflowers that's really coming up is blue curl.
Right. With this past rain, it was amazing of all the wildflowers and forbs. We don't see weeds. Forbs in my landscape. They're all popping up.
I had a question about bluebonnets. I think I heard this when I was younger, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I've always heard that picking wild bluebonnets is illegal here. I don't know if that was true or not.
Well, it's not. It used to be.
Or is it frowned upon?
You weren't supposed to pick them in public.
In the right of way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's nice if you enjoy them and observe them, but I wouldn't recommend that people pick them either.
I don't know if it's illegal. It's highly
frowned upon.
Yes, it's for all your fellow citizens that they do that.
It's one of Texas' unwritten laws that it has.
Yes, it's not a big Texas whopper. It's probably a good story.
Good story
with a good purpose.
Mm-hmm. But yes, bluebonnets, they are on sale as well as
and bluebonnets will tend to go through a 2-year period before they really start blooming, and these are already ready to go.
Awesome. Well, aside from bluebonnets, we have Italian stone pine, and Aleppo pine.
Still. And they're in number 3s or number 2s? Does it say in that?
It says 10-inch pot, right? Or is it 10-inch?
Okay.
What I
10-inch tall. They're 10-inch pot.
That reminded me of what I saw the other one that was pruned up into. There was a small living Christmas tree.
Did it do like the rosemary?
Yeah, the rosemary. Oh, okay. They look nice.
Yeah.
We have that. Also, Wilma Goldcrest Lemon Cypress. Those are all on sale, 50% off.
That's the one with a little yellow tinge to it. Yeah, that's the one I looked at. Yeah, they're very good. Yeah.
Yep. So yes, Italian stone pine, Aleppo pine, and the Wilma Goldcrest Lemon Cypress on sale at 50% off.
Yeah, if you have
I don't know.
wished.
Not me.
It's not me.
Okay. Very good.
Is it me?
We're having some backdrop noise.
Yeah, if you've if you missed some real pine trees because of our alkaline soil and our heat and erratic rainfall, those are some pine trees that'll survive here.
Those are the ones I recommend.
Yeah.
So, native to very dry, somewhat alkaline soil, so they'll tolerate this.
Describe a little bit of the growth.
The Italian stone pine is a very distinctive crown when it matures. So if you've ever seen any pictures of on the Appian Way or in the mountains of Tuscany, you see this big, broad, flat crown canopy, and that is the Italian stone pine.
Is it widespread all over the Mediterranean, or?
Yes, but mostly on the western half of the Mediterranean, and then on the eastern half of the Mediterranean, you have the Aleppo pine. And this is in most areas as well. Syria, Lebanon, Turkey, Israel, Palestine, all those places, Jordan. Anywhere where you have a little bit of elevation, you're going to find that pine.
And does it, grow straight up, or does it have a flat crown?
Why I like that one, the Aleppo pine, because it's straight trunk with a oval or round canopy. So it looks much like a pine. What you would think a pine would look like, that's what it is.
Yeah, and if you want to see those, yeah, and some of the bases here in San Antonio area have.
If you can get on the bases, the Air Force bases and Fort Sam have a large quantity of both.
Yeah, it was how many years ago when we did that project?
We did a couple of them. I did one on Fort Sam, and I think you and I did the one in Lackland or Kelly, one of those two.
Did an inventory and then assessment of how much was there.
Those were great projects because we were using the philosophy of using volunteers to help out.
Master gardeners,
master naturalists, and so it worked out well. And we had a product we gave to the military. They may be using it, maybe not. We will not say any disparaging words about the military.
No. Also on sale, red buds.
Well, look at what they're watering right in front of us.
I know.
It's
I can't remember.
Butterfly weed. No, what we call. Actually, we call it tropical milkweed.
Tropical milkweed.
So I had a question. Somebody's wanted to plant a lot of plants, perennials, to encourage butterflies. Was that your article? I can't remember. Today.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
Today was I imagined it was the compromise between golf course like landscape and a landscape that really attracted a lot of wildlife. And there are some neat plants and features that you can use that are both neat and attractive and disciplined and accomplish both. So, yeah, I think we mentioned the nectar sources, some of those plants. And, of course, we mentioned a lot of those small trees. Mark, that I always like that when there's a transition between the lawn and the tallest shade trees.
Yeah. So a basic principle when you're doing a landscape is kind of moving from the grass to the perennials, and you're moving in height, slowly in height, so that you're changing the height. So a nice tree, a nice small tree is a nice change of pace as we move to a taller tree.
I don't think I mentioned redbud in the article, but the redbuds are blooming.
Yes, they are. In fact, I had a phone message late last night saying, "Oh, Mark, our mountain laurel is blooming."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
And I can't remember which site that was, but it was one of my video sites, so I'll have to go back and look to find which one it is. But what struck me was she said it was already blooming. I went, oh.
That's pretty early,
yeah. I would expect next week or the following week.
So if the redbuds are blooming, when do we expect what comes next in terms of those early bloomers, those small trees?
The Mexican buckeye and then the Mexican plum. It should be in that order. Simultaneously, redbud and buckeye. And that's the Mexican buckeye, not a true buckeye. And then a Mexican plum, and then a little bit later will be the true buckeyes that just they reach down just a little bit down to our area. Very beautiful. There's an orange one, a red one, an orange one, and a yellow one. So, and then obviously the orange is kind of a cross between the two. But they just reach down here to New Braunfels and San Antonio along the Edwards Plateau.
You know what surprised me was the that the foliage froze back on all my anaqua.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I should have checked. I didn't. It looked to me like they were the leaf buds were back in place.
Right. And now, and one of the reasons why you and I like that the anaqua is that it produces so many things. So it has this evergreen leaf, but in a couple of months it'll have this pink flower, which is very aromatic, and then later on in the year we'll have those berries.
The sticky berries.
Yeah, sticky berries. Yeah. So it has a nice shade, very durable, very few pest problems.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I like best about it, and there's a couple of trees that have that same characteristic, but it's very dense, and when the berries are mature, the bird movement in there, you can't always see which species of bird it is, but you can see them moving and they're feeding, and they're inside, and it's kind of neat. You get your binoculars out and identify. Of course, mockingbirds are always there. Cardinals are always there. Trying to think of some of the other varieties.
Some of the other ones that will come into my neighborhood is the white wings that frequent that.
Yeah,
sparrows.
You're right. It always surprises me.
Occasionally, the blue jay and cardinals we have in our anaquas, and then occasionally pigeons, but they're kind of on the outside.
And it's also a tree species that the birds like to nest in. One of the things we mentioned in the article, Alex, is most people, when they're thinking of habitat for birds, they don't think of roses as fitting that. But we've got some of those tough modern and old-fashioned roses that actually do a great job of being beautiful, having beautiful flowers, blooming over a long time, and providing great cover and habitat for the mutabilis is the one I'm thinking of. It grows to like 12 feet tall and 8 feet in diameter at least, and blooms over a long period of time. Like some years 9 months. And then the other one, of course, my favorite is Carefree Beauty. And that has the flat, big pink bloom, a little more red in it than the Glinda's Dream. And you also have rose hips. So if you're into the bird and other wildlife like the rose hips, but also you can, if you're into tea from rose hips, that's one that works.
And I think, at least in the past couple of weeks, the antique roses or old-fashioned roses have been on sale.
They have.
Including the Metabolist.
They have, and they still are on sale this week.
Do you remember what else was there with the Metabolist?
I meant to do that today, but we kept walking back and forth. I didn't have time to check the roses.
I know one of them that you mentioned was by Martha Gonzalez.
Yeah, Martha Gonzalez was over there. That's one of our favorites.
That's one you can use really is a useful landscape plant, especially if you're trying to channel traffic. I always think of it as one of the best plants to put in beds, flower beds that are inside of a sidewalk. So that people, instead of cutting through, they stay on the sidewalk. Because it only grows to like 3 feet tall, and it has thorns, but not enough that you're going to bleed to death if you. So even if you got kind of directing kids' traffic, young people's traffic, they'll just kind of stay in the sidewalks, and they won't be hurt too much if they vary. But it reminds them that this is, stay on the sidewalk.
Yes. But yes, we have antique roses and plenty of other things for sale. We'll discuss them more in a little bit. We're going to take a quick break with Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Give us a call at 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. We have some cool weather coming in this afternoon and tomorrow night. I think lows hitting around the 40s. And I know we have some fruit trees and things for sale. On sale for two for $80. They're regularly $49.99. I know we've talked in the past that certain fruit trees need chill hours. Correct?
Correct. And they've got some of the. We did an article last Saturday on peaches in particular, and they've got some of those varieties we recommended. Florida King is one of my favorites. Mark, I think, likes Florida Prince.
Yeah, we have Florida Prince, and we have currently, because I checked earlier this morning, in between my walks back and forth, we have some Tex Prince, and then we have La Feliciana.
Yeah.
And
now the Florida Prince and the Florida King, they both I think we both expect them to mature about at the beginning of April,
right, yeah. So
and then
those are early
La
ones.
Feliciana 30 days later.
So, and it requires more chilling hours.
Oh, yeah.
So what we were talking about earlier the last couple of weekends was whether or not we actually made it to the chilling hours for a lot of these peaches. A lot of the later ones.
That would be good if we could get a report from Dr. Stein, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did talk to him. Okay.
Or Camus, Dr. Camus, Jim Camus.
Yeah.
fact,
yes. Then we mentioned that Drs. Camus and Dr. Stein have a wonderful book called The Texas Peach Handbook. Is that correct? I encourage everybody to get one.
It does a good job of, if you're interested even in a commercial peach orchard, without, it's overwhelming because it also makes a point of mentioning and talking about backyard peach growing. And it's not always easy to grow peaches in the backyard here. If you're in the hill country, a little easier. You got more chill hours.
Yeah.
And you've got a little more neutral soil, or not usually acid soil, but more neutral soil, and then the little less heat. So that's works a little bit better in hill country for peach growing. But of course, the fruit trees or varieties that really work well here. The figs, What kind of figs we've got?
We have our favorite. We have the Celeste, and we have Texas Everbearing. So those are the two. But Celeste is my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it's a really good one. There's Alma too, ALMA, Alma. That's a good one.
That's a good one too. Yeah. You can't beat the figs there. They grow fast, easy. We used to worry about their ability to deal with the dry weather, erratic rainfall. But if you give them a little bit of irrigation, they overcome that. And you don't need a foot of some recommendations included like a foot of mulch. Yeah. You don't really need a foot of mulch, but a little mulch doesn't hurt them for sure.
Yeah. I always say, well, I'm an advocate of limited depth mulch for just about everything, 1.5 inches. But I like to go with the figs a little bit more. But I'm still not going more than 4 inches or so.
Huh.
Yeah, on that. Just because my opinion is our rain patterns don't allow deep infiltration of water into the soil, and lots of times you're just watering the mulch.
Yeah, of course he's thinking that the only water they're going to get is from rain.
Yeah.
If that, even on the figs, is resilient as they are and as drought tolerant as they are, they still need some
Hand water.
supplementary water.
Lots of supplemental water, and that goes to what we're talking about for the last couple of months and last year is that fruit trees need water, consistent water.
Well, you're gonna find out this spring if you did not water your peaches and plums in August
Of last year.
Yeah.
And so just remind everybody, the watering that you do this year counts towards your production for next year.
Another fruit that grows pretty easy and is productive here are blackberries. And of course, the Brazos is the old reliable, and Roseboro. But then there the what is the one now that has kind of moved into the top? Starts with
Kiowa. Or Kiowa. If you watch old movies, old westerns, they say Kiowa.
Yeah,
I learned it as Kiowa.
Kiowa's got a little sweeter fruit, but Brazos is really dependable and productive.
Yeah.
Now, they've got some new thornless. If you've ever done some serious care of blackberry,
Yeah. Actually, just regular care of blackberries, what you should be doing, you'll know.
yeah, you normally have to cut down the stems after. Well, it's usually in June after they've had their fruit, and then so that the new stems for the next year can come up without the interference. That is not always the easiest job with all those thorns. But there are some thornless. Now, I've had some problem with the thornless in that they have a little tendency, at least the ones I tried, little tendency each year to get later and later until they don't produce anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of an interesting problem. And if anybody has had a different experience, it's really been positive about the thornless, let us know. Give us a call, because that would really make a big difference if the thornless blackberries are consistently productive, because they're certainly much easier to take care of than the ones with thorns.
Yes, and the number to call is 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. We talked about blackberries. Blackberries are also on sale this week, as they were last week. Regularly $29.99, on sale 2 for $50.
What about those fruit trees?
Fruit trees are also on sale. Regularly they're $49.99. They're on sale 2 for $80, as well as the fig trees. Fig trees are on sale as well, starting at $39.99.
Do we? I guess we don't know what these tropical milkweeds are cost. They look good.
So I had a question. What's on sale? And I said, and they're specifically wondering about perennials. I'm sorry, they're specifically asking about annuals. And I said, we're probably going to have a little sale on annuals because we're on that transition period. And next month we'll be looking for a warm season color. And so it's probably a good time to get some color in for those last couple of months.
Yes. And our prayers have been answered. Our phone lines are working this week. We have Christina on the line. Christina, how are we doing?
Oh, bless you.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How you doing? Hi, Alex.
Hi
I
there.
have a question today about a bamboo plant.
Did you cross yourself when you said that?
No, I did not.
What is the question?
It's one.
Okay. The question is, I received this little bamboo plant when I was working, in the corporate world. I've had it almost 20 years, and it was in that little elephant ceramic thing, that you get at the grocery store or whatnot. And it's been growing. It's been thriving. And I think I had it up. It's about 2 feet. And I recently had to move out of my home for some renovations, so I gave it to my best friend to watch. And she didn't do a very good job. So she was cutting all the brown ends, which I've never had an issue with, but she did. So she was cutting them, and it was horrible. So I looked up online, and it said that you can cut it at an angle and just put it back in the rocks in the water, and it should be okay, which I did. So now I have about 12, 18 inches. The bottom part, which I left in the original container that I had it in, it's in about, let's say, a 6-inch pot right now. And then I put the tops in the water like instructed, but it's still not doing well. I know it's extended its shelf life by many years, but, is it gone? Is there anything I can do to save it?
Well, first question, is this what is called a lucky bamboo? Or just a regular bamboo?
Probably, because it was in a little ceramic elephant thing. I think they gave it to me from HEB or something. I believe that's what it was called.
Yeah.
When I first got it.
So, I have to remember. So, lucky bamboo is not necessarily a bamboo what we think bamboo is, what we're commonly associated with. It's kind of a different plant. And I can't remember. Somebody may call in and tell me that I don't think it's a true bamboo. So, It is lucky in that it never seems to die, and you've already experienced some of that. That's been growing for such a long time. It will, once you start watering it again on a consistent basis, it will start growing again. Hence the term lucky bamboo, and it's supposed to give you luck. Good luck. Anyway.
Now about those brown tips, do I take off the whole stem, or I've never trimmed a leaf with brown tips before.
Well, they're going to come off if they're brown and not productive. They're going to come off anyway, so you can cut them off as you will. I'm trying a little
Mark's
bit.
Saying you don't have to be fastidious.
Yeah, you don't have to do it.
Just like the old days.
Yeah, so you don't have to be. Yeah, it'd be real fastidious and keep them clean or not. But I just let them fall off as they fall off. You can help them out.
Okay.
When you can use your thumb and your forefinger and pinch them off. But
and just pinch it off. Okay.
Yeah. But as soon as you were saying it, I went, I bet you this is lucky bamboo, which.
Yeah, I don't. It's not the one that grows outside. It's the one that you keep on your desk, and I've had it in the windowsill for about 10 years in the kitchen, and it's doing well. It did great, but don't
worry about it.
Right
It will come back. Consistent care, nice bright light. It not hot, but nice bright light.
You talk about your lucky bamboo about the same way I do about my West Highland Terriers.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot like.
Yes. Well, thank you, Christina.
Do they bark a lot?
Thank you, Christina, for calling in. We're going to be right back with Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Millburgers Gardening South Texas, live from Millburgers Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
Welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Alex Escobar here with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. I want to thank Christina for her call earlier to prove that our phone lines are working. So please give us a call at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. There's a lot of beautiful colors out here at Millburgers.
We haven't mentioned all the begonias out there.
Mm-hmm.
The whoppers, there's a huge selection of whoppers. And then there's some of the other varieties, too. And geraniums.
I know. I saw them this morning when I came in, and they caught my eye. I love geraniums. And they were one of my dad's favorite flowers. When I see geraniums, I think of my father.
So let's see, and then we've got the geraniums, marigolds over there.
There's a lot of pop and color.
And then your alyssum.
Yeah.
It looks they're in 1 week they've really gone into bloom.
Yeah. So it was like one little section of a long table. One flat was blooming, and now we look across and we could see the entire table in bloom.
And fragrance, too.
Yeah. And I like that because at this time of year, you have, and I've seen them, you have a lot of honeybees out and about, but there's not a whole lot to choose from. And alyssum is an excellent plant for honeybees. They love it and are attracted to it.
Of course, the alyssum really took it on the chin. It surprised me a little bit.
Yeah.
That almost none of them seemed to survive the freeze. So now the dianthus up there, the dianthus did fine. They showed a little damage, but even less than the snapdragons, and they're both recovering and kind of going back.
If you had some issues with the freeze and your annuals, well, you can get a couple here at Millburgers and fill in the pots, which is what I plan to do. I lost the last of the cyclamen in the last freeze. So, it was because I didn't cover them. Yes, I will admit it. Yes, I will admit it. It's on the first step of recovery to admit that I didn't cover them.
Well, that's one of the plants that we can cyclamen. If you've lost some, you can replace it with whopper begonias.
Yeah. Here
at Millburgers, or if your favorite nursery has whopper begonias, one of the great summer shade plants. But they're also pretty tolerant of the cold weather. 40 degrees doesn't faze them a bit.
No.
As long as it's above 32, they'll do okay. So, and the dianthus is blooming, and our pollinators like the dianthus. That doesn't seem to have much fragrance, but they also like that alyssum.
Yes, and that has a little bit more fragrance. But what's that on the end? Is it the bright yellow? Are those marigolds?
I believe.
Wow. So we're having a lot of slow but sure introductions for a little bit warm season color. So come on by.
And if your snapdragons took a little damage, most of them are going to repair and recover. But you can fill any gaps you have with the plants we got here at Millburgers. They're mostly some of the smaller selections, and then but the colors are yellow and pink and
a little bit of white. I see.
Yeah. So look at them, but that alyssum and those dianthus could also fill any gaps you have. And geraniums. What geranium do you suppose that is? Is it that?
It's not. I think it's the old-fashioned. I don't think it's the swirls, which are known for a little bit more heat tolerance, and I think they're more the. Well, I can see the color, so I think they're more of the old-fashioned, the solid red, and maybe a solid pink, which is the ones I like. I'm old-fashioned.
I'm
A lot of silence.
when I turn my head, that buzzing is from the hearing aids. But whatever happened, there's less interference from the road traffic right now.
There is.
What'd you do? Did you do something?
I haven't done anything.
Very technologically wonderful.
Advanced, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. Usually we have a hum with the traffic on 1604 here. And
it's steady traffic, too, so surprise.
It is, but that's why it's unusual. But anyway, hey,
we have plenty of stuff for sale here at Millburgers, along with Mexican heather, regularly $9.99. They're on sale for $6.88.
How much is that lantana over there?
Lantana's
is that on
so
sale
that's
too?
trailing lantana. Do we have some?
I have not seen lantanas on sale. We have Big Blue. How do I say this? Big Blue Liriope.
Liriope.
Big Blue Liriope there on sale.
You can't get it wrong because everybody does it differently.
Okay.
So some people say
I always say Liriope.
Liriope. Other people it goes Liriope. That's me. I do it that way.
They're on sale for $5.88.
What else? Oh, fruit trees?
Fruit trees are on sale. Red buds are on sale as well. So a lot of beautiful colors here at Millburgers.
And we have most of the recommended varieties for the fruit trees. I did a little investigation earlier today, and we have many of the recommended varieties for the plums and for the pears and
peaches.
And peaches.
And apples.
And apples. In fact, we have a nice selection of apples. We have Molly's, Gala, Einsheimer, Anna, and Granny Smith.
Yeah, the apples are very attractive.
Right.
They're they're even more difficult to grow than peaches, but now the pears are relatively easy.
Yeah.
If you like the kefir.
Yeah, so kefir, and we have Orient and Moonglow, and a couple of Asian ones.
Yeah. Do we have Warren?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Warren one is one that's always recommended, but I never had much luck with it. So if somebody's out there that has grown that Warren pear and actually had it produce fruit, let me know.
Yeah.
I'd love to. All those years that I stared at it and talked to it about, is this the year?
Yeah.
Is this the year you're going to come in?
As far as plums, we have Meffley and Bruce and a Burbank. And
there goes two of
Santa Ana.
our beautiful. More than two of our beautiful lantanas, the white ones.
Very nice.
Yeah, the trailing lantana, a lot of people generally think of it as the one that's the purple one. I happen to like the white one. I think it's very nice.
Well, when you look at the white one here with next to the purple one, it's hard to believe that generally we think of the white one having less bloom than the purple.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the common thought on it, that the purple one will be have a higher density of blooms.
Well, this is the kind of weather that lantana loves. Most lantanas like it when it's hotter, but this one likes spring and fall and into the winter.
I know.
Oh, and look at that. Looks like
Speaking of,
Yeah, it might be. It's a black swallowtail, or else the other one that.
The other one, which I can never remember.
Yeah, gosh, I can't remember it either. It likes the.
Is that Admiral? No, it's not Admiral.
No.
Is it?
No, it's not the. It's the one that likes the bitter kind of the with the vines.
I rely on you. It's not Brazilian skipper. No,
the Brazilian skipper is a little one. That one's quite common too that we see.
Anyway,
but we do have the Admiral around.
Yep.
And let's see, what is it to it? So it's still just the middle of February. So
right.
we're a month.
Technically, we're moving into the third week.
A month and a half. I wonder if
third,
Mary is. I wonder if we could lure her into giving us a report. Mary.
Here she comes.
I thought she was going to ignore us and go.
Well, no. Remember, there's a 7-second delay. So
we were wondering, Mary, if you wanted to give us a report on the certified butterfly garden.
Yeah, what's in it, and what do you see in the certified butterfly garden?
Well, right now the butterfly garden is pretty low on flowers because of the freeze. I got some pansies, and they didn't do as well this year as I've had them do before. But
what about now? We've been noticing the butterflies in the lantana over there. Wow, what is the lantana? It looks like a black swallowtail, but it's
the pipevine swallowtail.
There you go, pipevine.
Yeah, I have one flying around, and have American ladies flying around. I've seen buckeyes. What else have I seen?
Red Admiral.
Red Admiral. Yeah.
Now, what is this?
Yeah.
This Curvassica here, or is it?
Is it tuberosa or is it wild or tropical?
Yeah, that's the tropical one.
Tropical. That nice looking foliage. It looks like a monarch or a queen couldn't hardly resist that foliage.
Oh, I saw a queen one this week.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
A queen butterfly.
Well, they'll be in another month. They'll be laying eggs. The monarchs will be another 2 months or
right.
A month and a half.
Right.
But these guys, I'll bet these plants will be blooming.
I was going to say the irony.
2 or 3 weeks.
The tropical milkweed with those lush, very tasty looking leaves, and
only if you're a monarch or a queen.
Yeah,
it's chemically bitter otherwise. But gosh, they look good. And in terms of getting ready for there's a Red Admiral over there in the lantana too. In terms of getting ready for the migrants, Mary, let's see, what do we have? Well, I guess the zinnias will become. We can start planting them in March. We might get some in bloom even by 1st of April, huh?
Hopefully.
Yeah, here at the nursery.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what else do we have here as perennial color? I mean, perennial nectar sources that we have available here.
Perennial nectar?
Yeah, I should say, as we look across the perennial section.
Mist flower, we got not yet, do we?
No, we have some Mexican honeysuckle blooming, and some of the cupia. Cupia is blooming. The cigar plant.
She says that differently than we do in Minnesota.
Well, you say it differently, I say it differently, and she said a third way differently. So I was like,
so I'm trying to figure out how to say it. How do you say?
I say kufia.
Kufia.
Yeah.
Kufia, I say.
And you say kufia. So.
Is it like lyropy? You could say it anyway.
So what are you going to do?
You can say it any way you want.
There goes one of our, the one that looks like the black swallowtail that we were just talking about.
The pipevine.
Pipevine swallowtail.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're here.
They're here.
But you saw a queen, huh?
I saw Queen this week. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay.
So bottom line, hey, we're on the cusp of a lot of butterflies.
Yes,
They're
we are.
coming our way.
Yep.
Awesome.
How about when do we usually get some?
Oh, sorry. We had a
have to
caller
go
come in.
take a
Right.
break?
We have a caller coming in
Oh,
right now.
all
Didn't
right.
want to miss them. Thank you, Mary,
Thank
for the
you.
Thanks,
update.
Mary.
You bet.
210-308-8867. We have James on the line. James, how are we doing?
Fine, glad to get in. Oh, I was hoping Mary would be there because
Oh, stay here,
my
Mary. He
Meyer
wants to
Lemon-
talk to you. She's still here.
Hey, okay, great.
Oh,
She
I'm
doesn't.
pretty,
She doesn't have any earphones on. So tell us what's going on, James, and we'll
Okay.
relay it.
My Meyer lemon before I took it out of the building was blooming and it smelled great. So since I took it outside and it's warmed up, it is in full bloom right now, and it is covered with these black. I'm assuming they're butterflies. Well, they are butterflies, but sometimes I get confused in moths and butterflies. But these look like butterflies, black, and I'm not around it now. But yesterday they were just all over. So what are those? They're black, and if I remember right, when I got up close, they had like on the tail end brown spots or orange spots. I believe they were.
Now they could be black swallowtail, but I'll bet they're the same ones we've been talking about. Alex is looking for he was asking about his Meyer lemon is blooming up a storm, and he says that it had a number of those butterflies that we were talking about.
Well, yeah, he said they're all black, but they possibly could have some spots on the
The
bottom.
orange, the orange spots on the back wing. All right, Mary's got a.
Yeah.
Got a headset.
So anyway, what do you think, Mary?
Well, I bet you it's that pipevine swallowtail.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Because that's the only black one I've seen flying around. And I've seen a few of them, not just one or two.
But it's just using it as a nectar source, huh, James?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, they're pollinating it all day yesterday. Oh my goodness, I got a little brush fire here. Oh, not too little. We got
happened?
the Lytle Fire Department out. We got the Rossville and Lytle Fire Department out here on the King Ranch grass farm out here where I live.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It looks like it's contained. Hey, my main question. Okay, so that's called a pipe what? Swallowtail? I'm sorry.
Pipe vine.
Google it.
Pipe vine swallowtail.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Mark.
much. Okay.
Thank you.
Mark on my hardy hibiscus or Calvin. I know you were suggesting we wait until March or so to start cutting back, but it's already sprouting from the base.
Okay, you go ahead.
So I want to cut it. Yeah, I want to cut it back. I'm going to do it later today or tomorrow. Should I feed it, or is it too early to feed it when I cut it back? That's my main concern.
Generally, it would be too early. However, what will you be using?
I have a little of 1959 left. I need to get a new bag. I have some winterizer, quite a bit of it, the grass winterizer. I also have some organic, what is that, growing green. I have some of that as well.
As a general rule, I like my general rules. If it's organic, you could use it fairly soon. If it is inorganic, like the 1959, I'd probably wait until you had a full set of leaves on it. But that would be just me.
Okay.
What do you think?
Especially the
What do you mean?
winterizer, too, because that's going to
be quick.
Blast
Yeah,
of nutrients.
So I want that plant to be able to use it. So I want a good set of leaves on it before you put that particular product on. But if you had organic, you could do it next week or so.
Okay. All right. So that
I would probably wait.
I got-
I'd probably wait until the middle of March.
Okay. Same situation for my fig. It's leafing out yesterday. So I probably put the organic on it I guess, in a couple of weeks, and then the inorganic on the non-edible.
I don't think you have to wait.
On the non-edible.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that fig is going to be putting a ton of foliage on there, and they'll use whatever nutrients are available. And I wouldn't hesitate to use 1959 even, because you're talking about a plant that's moving a lot of nutrients, and you're talking about 50% that's going to sit in the soil for a while too.
So Calvin would use it quicker than I. There you go.
Okay. How much should I use? A cup or two? Like, granted, this will be its first or second year in the ground. I planted it just like last March. Put it in the ground.
Big.
So how much fertilizer?
How big it is?
Yeah, it's a Celeste. It is about the stems, twigs, whatever. It's based. It's got multiple stems, and it's shaped really nice. Multi-trunk. They are about. I'm not at home. They are about 2.5, maybe 3 feet tall.
Oh wow! Well, I don't think you'd be wasting anything.
2.5, probably.
Two or three.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. 2 or 3 cups.
Oh, that much? Okay, two or three cups of 1959 would not be too much.
Yeah,
okay, I just don't want to.
And spread it out. And spread it out to where the roots are.
Okay. Right.
Sounds good, James.
Oh, and then on my Mexican fire bush, it froze down. All the wood is dead brown. Wait to cut that down. I don't see it sprouting yet. Yeah, that'll sprout late, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
yes.
You could wait, or you could, if it's bothering you, you could cut it down.
Yeah. So again, the rule of thumb is next week or the following week, depending on the weather.
Okay.
So you are correct. It will be later. That's one of those late ones, just like the Pride of Barbados and Esperanza. So you could keep it as a shelter source for a while, but like the hibiscus is starting to have bud bursts and putting on growth. So
James, we just saw there's a hummingbird moth there.
Oh wow!
Oh, never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's big.
It is.
So anyway, that's it. It's kind of up to you, but probably in the next 2 weeks.
Okay, I'm kind of glad that one froze back because I wanted to cut it down because it was oddly shaped from the container I planted in the ground in, so I wanted to start over and kind of rebranch. So I'll probably wait a couple of weeks on that one and see what happens. All right, y'all help me out. I appreciate it.
Appreciate
Talk
you.
to you later.
It's good hearing from you again.
Yeah, it's good to hear from you.
Yes, and we'd love to hear from everybody else. Give us a call at 210-308-8867. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Millburgers Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Alex Escobar with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Give us a call at 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. I know earlier today, Calvin, you had your rodeo tomato class, and from what you were saying, it was a big success today. Really big turnout.
Yeah, it was, and we had a great discussion. Everybody got just as we predicted, everybody was able to get a rodeo tomato, potted up rodeo tomato, and then we alerted them to protect it from the 40 degree. We don't want it to be the growth to stop. Now we had the main rodeo tomato was the pole big, which but we also had Tycoon, Amelia, Ruby Crush, and Celebrities. So some folks preferred those to the new selection. That Pole Big is a medium-sized, nice, round, bright red tomato. David Rodriguez, who took a major part in the selection team, said that it's a great tasting tomato, so can't wait to try it. But I'm sure it can't beat the Ruby Crush.
No, I am positive of that. Nor BHN 968.
Yeah, that's a great one too. Those are my two favorite. If you can have those two in your garden, you've got it made in terms of tomato tasting. In the old days, every time you had a tomato taste contest, the new one won based on when it was picked and what the weather was like, but since the Ruby Crush and the BHN 96 showed up, they generally win the taste test, and it kind of alternates between the Ruby Crush is sweeter, in my opinion, sweeter.
Yes. Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
But the BHN 968's got a nice little, it's firm and it's got a kind of a tart taste, which is excellent too. So, two good tomatoes to grow. And then the other, the Amelia and Tycoon.
It's Celebrity, always a classic, always very popular.
They were one of the gardeners was asking about the Celebrity Plus.
Yes.
What do you know about that?
That one came out last year, and in fact, we couldn't get a lot of this, Millburgers couldn't get a lot of the Celebrity, so this new Celebrity Plus came out last year. I don't know, frankly, what the plus is for.
Yeah, that's.
But I do remember that it on our shelves here, and that was the predominant Celebrity. So if you wanted a Celebrity, you probably were going to get a Celebrity Plus.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I don't know what the plus was for.
Yeah, the Celebrity we have here at Millburgers did real well in the potting up. They really responded. And the Tycoon too grows real fast, and yeah, I don't believe that's determinate. It's semi-determinate, but they do a great job in dealing with our soils and weather. So, and of course we mentioned that we got loads of begonias now, and especially it's so good to see the Whopper begonia back. On the Whopper, you got a couple of different leaf versions, and I think 3 flower versions too. So you got a lot of choices. And then I noticed, Mark, that there's some more cyclamen over there. Some of those good,
really?
Some white ones.
I didn't see that. I'll look.
Am I mistaken? Is that white one not a cyclamen? It's behind the.
I will go have to
the begonias there.
Yeah, no, I see a little bit of color. I'll have to check it out, because those were the ones I lost, the white ones. They were the ones that I did not cover, and so they froze, or they got desiccated on top. Is actually what happened.
Well, it surprised me a little bit that I had some white ones that they seemed to outperform the purples in terms of the freeze survival. I've never thought of that. I always think of the whites as not being in the same league as the purple in terms of cold tolerance, but they obviously were, at least in my garden this year. And there's still pansies out there. Of course, the snapdragons we've mentioned. Your violas. Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah, a lot of violas.
So I have some in my garden. I like violas.
Mm-hmm. What?
Are they for sale?
Violas, no, they are not for sale.
They're for sale, but not on sale.
They're not on sale, correct.
Yes. What was it, Calvin? I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was just looking. What we mentioned a couple, was it last weekend that we were talking about the evergreen hollies.
Yeah.
And the thing about the hollies, you get and the Nandinas are the same way. You get a disciplined plant. You can predict, and they make a good row or at the base of buildings. But we've got lots of different.
Yeah. So we have some which are some of these newer ones are very formal, and one that. We have a Will Fleming and a Skyward. These are upright, very upright. Whereas maybe the Yopon holly, the standard Yopon holly, it's going to be a little bit more. How do you,
freelance,
unrestrained, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at Calvin because he always has a good term for that. Then we also have some of the ones that I like, a little taller ones, Nellie R. Stevens, and we have Burford.
How big did the Nellie R. Stevens
They're going to be 18.
Wow.
Yeah. So they can get up to 18 and about 12 in width.
They're not as disciplined as the Burford, are they?
No. The Burford's going to be a lot more restrained and uniform in shape. Whereas...
Do they have berries? Nellie Stevens?
I don't know. Of course, all hollies are male and female. And one selections like the Pride of Houston are going to be female. And so they're pretty much all going to have berries on that. But I don't know about Nellie R. Stevens.
Yeah. Well, the other one that plant that in that same league that I've kind of showed new interest in, and that's the standard Pittosporum.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, I really like that. I kind of took a bunch of plants out of an area and I left a series of 3 Pittosporum. Well, I had one large one that stayed, and then I got a couple of smaller, new plants from here at Milberger's, and gosh, they look good. I like them because of the evergreen, and they just seem tolerant.
Fabulous aroma.
Those blooms are just. They don't bloom for a huge period, but the blooms are real fragrant, and of course, for a short period of time, you've got real attract a lot of the pollinators in there. But and they make a nice. We were talking about the dense. Mm-hmm. They make a real dense cover area, so and that's one of the plants that's really kind of a classic, organized, disciplined, but also makes a good wildlife cover.
Yeah, it's one of the
for a lot of reasons.
The whole point of your article today was, hey, you can have both refined, uniform landscapes, but also attractive to wildlife. Mm-hmm. So there's lots of options. So maybe we should talk a little bit more about that article.
Maybe we will. We'll talk about it a little bit after this break. We'll be right back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Alex Escobar with Dr. Calvin Finch and Mark Peterson. Give us a call at 210-308-8255. 8867. Before the break, I know we wanted to discuss, Calvin, your article this weekend in the Express News.
Yeah, and I think it's in the Austin American Statesman, too. And it was an article designed to argue that you can have both a disciplined, attractive landscape and have a good habitat for wildlife too. You don't need a manicured always to have it to be a neat landscape, but you got lots of choices in that, and that's what Mark and I like to advocate you. Well, and that's one of the things I think we've done a good job in San Antonio on the water conservation issue.
Right, and so that's where I was coming from on that one. Is you may have lawn, a nice manicured lawn, just not the entire landscape. So tried to minimize it.
You want more than just grass and tall shade trees.
Yeah, exactly. So we at Saws Conservation, we advocated a 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. So 1/3 turf lawn and 1/3 of beds with nice pollinator perennials, and 1/3 hardscape.
Well,
or permeable hardscape.
And Alex described one of those plants that are on sale that we don't usually see that fits that definition. The lariop, and one that has that nice bloom and shade tolerant and attractive, very attractive discipline. I always like it when they're planted in kind of rows or
it's in groups,
mounds
so and I like the combination. So the dwarf Aurelia with the laripe is just spectacular on that, or monkey grass, standard monkey grass. But the Aurelia is really nice.
Once they get established, much less work and much less water than a traditional lawn grass. So, and of course, if you're in full shade, it doesn't much matter whether you can plant all the lawn grass you want, but it's not going to grow because all of our grasses need a fair amount of sun to prosper. But our shade tolerant, like the lariop and the dwarf Aurelia, they prosper in a lot of shade. Very attractive, evergreen. They don't have to be evergreen. You can have them change from time to time.
So some of those options we talk about in the shade, shrimp plant, and you have the Turk's cap, and you and I both like the scarlet salvia, tropical salvia, which has some shade tolerance to it, so that's another good one.
Yeah, coccinia also, salvia coccinia. A lot of time we call them the same, but actually two different species there, aren't there?
Well, there's a cedar sage, and a lot of people get that mixed up with the coccinia. But we want the salvia coccinia, and that's a good one too.
Look at this entourage with the. Oh, there was another one. The daughter here had it. There she is.
Yeah, they're going to get fruit trees. Is that what they're?
Yeah, the fruit trees.
But yeah, there's lots of opportunities we have to attract both birds and butterflies. I like to do the beetles. The bees. So we have birds, butterflies, bees, and we got beetles too.
You know what? One issue that came up on the Peach article talked about the. I always recommend malathion, and because we don't use 7 anymore. Well, I guess there's some 7 products, but somebody said, well, what about an organic control in the peach orchard, peach tree. I really haven't had never had any luck with the organic products. I think there's still questions. Malathion seems to be the most effective, and one of the reasons is that it's without malathion, it's almost impossible to control stink bugs.
That's the key one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And
so you can try with neem oil and other products. Neem oil for scales, and BT for caterpillars or anything, but nothing there for stink bugs. And that's what really is the key factor in quality fruit, particularly the longer you have it on the tree. I'm thinking La Feliciana. It's always a difficulty. Those longer.
Yeah, that's true. That's one of the reasons why. Well, we talk about low chill because we have such an erratic chill situation. Cold. Some winters, like this winter, we get very few hours, and of weather between 32 degrees and 45 degrees, and then the other thing is that that extra 30 days that La Feliciana is there with the fruit open to the pests and diseases and the birds.
The birds is what. Yeah.
That is a real challenge to keep it protected for the 30 days. So there's a couple of good reasons why that Florida King or Florida Prince sometimes is a better choice on the fruit. Unless you're in the hill country, it gives you a little more flexibility because you have a little more cold weather, and it does a better job protecting the high chill like a flu. I guess we don't think of La Feliciana as a high chill.
No.
But it's still that 30 extra days that it takes for it to ripen is a pretty big challenge.
I know we had some butterflies flying around here earlier, but we have Mike on the line. He has a butterfly report for us.
Oh, great.
Mike, are we there?
How's it going, guys?
Hey, doing good.
Great.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear the phone change. Yeah. So I have a bunch of citrus. I had a couple in pots, and I have a 9-foot Persian lime tree that I protect over the winter. Anyways, but I've seen monarchs all over it for the last week. So right now I'm looking at 2 of them, and earlier this week I had up to 4, and I just have just a plethora of just different butterflies and pipevine swallowtails and a lot of those sphinx moths, those hummingbird moths.
Yeah.
Where are you located?
I don't know if anybody else. I'm south of so I'm like outside 1604 in Shanefield. So out there,
so on the southwest side or west side.
Yeah, we've had reports of queen butterflies. Any chance those were queens rather than monarchs?
No, it's 100% monarchs because I know the difference between a queen, a viceroy, and a monarch. So it's definitely a monarch because I had to double check, make sure it wasn't a viceroy. But there are 4 of them. I don't know if they're just overwintering off of my butterfly weed, but.
What were were the nectar plants?
Strictly, it's been my citrus. So right now they're on the Persian lime tree. So it's about 9 foot tall. It's full of blooms.
Citrus?
Yeah. So he has a Persian lime that he protected. So
I got good pictures and stuff. But
well, that's good. Yeah, I'm thinking it's lollygaggers. That never made it down to Mexico, maybe. But
they're full. They're fat and full.
But that's good report. I'm glad we have that. Yeah. So that's the second one on citrus. So that's good.
Yep.
You haven't seen any giant swallowtails, have you, on your citrus?
No, I haven't seen those yet. Usually those, I don't really see those until about later on in the summer.
Yeah.
So I try to look for their. I mean, sometimes I'll find their caterpillars, early on, but laying the eggs and the caterpillars there. But I never ever see them flying around laying them. And it might be because I'm at work during the day. But.
Yeah. Hey, Alex.
Yes.
Do you know what the caterpillars look like on a citrus tree?
What do they look like?
Hey, Mike, tell them what they look like.
They look like bird poo-poo.
Yeah, they look like bird poop, and then they slowly move, and you're going, oh, okay, that's not it. But yeah, it is very interesting, and it's easy to know what they're going to develop into.
Yep. Seems like the uglier the caterpillar, the prettier the butterfly.
Yeah, that's one of those butterflies and caterpillars too, where if we can, usually they don't produce a lot of caterpillars, and so it's nice if we can let those that hatch exist, because they don't strip the plant, and doesn't reduce our market, our economy when a backyard citrus tree has the caterpillar poop out there. So
yes, live and let live.
So I've seen a lot of the sphinx moth, those hummingbird moths.
Yeah,
and generally those are from the hornworms, correct?
Do I?
But I don't know, where. I believe so. Okay, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they come from the hornworms. But I don't find the hornworms. It's interesting to find that you don't see caterpillars all winter, and all of a sudden you have this explosion of butterflies, pipe vines, a couple monarchs here, red admirals, but you don't see I don't know if the pupae overwinter or. Anybody got any information on that?
So moths, you're right. The first one we saw was this afternoon here. What'd you call it, Calvin? The hawk moth,
hummingbird moth.
Hummingbird moth.
Thanks. Yeah.
So he was asking whether they come from the tomato hornworm. Do they? Do you know where the sphinx and hummingbird moth come from?
I don't. I've never heard anything that they do.
Yeah.
We see them here. Yeah, you're right. Mostly in the summertime, and we see them. We have those grackles that run through the plants, hunting them.
Milton is still suffering. He's going to therapy because it happened right in front of him here on the porch.
So at least the grackles are good for something.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to check. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to go check on that one. But the moths, they get a bad name. There's actually 3 times as many moths as there are butterflies.
15 times as many species.
Oh, is there? I said okay. I was shorting them. There you go. I was shorting them. Right. But a lot of times they are nocturnal, and so we don't see them.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, we're inside 1 minute of the show. We appreciate your call and the update.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike.
Yes. Keep us updated, please.
Take her easy.
Yes, thank you, Mike. And we want to thank everyone for listening. And just know our phone lines are working. And we hope to hear from you tomorrow on Millburgers Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. We will see you tomorrow.